Greetings, YouTube friends. It's Joyce from Moore's Patch of Heaven Homestead, and today we are in the kitchen. I am going to water bath can some things and also work on some herbs. As you can tell, I already went ahead and canned up some radishes before I thought I would do this video. I thought, you know what, I'm going to share these recipes with you. What better way to preserve the radishes that are coming on right now? And I know carrots are coming on and all the herbs. We might as well get busy and try to save as much of it as we can. I know radishes sometimes are one of those things that we just eat up, gobble them up because they're so good and stick them in salad, but you know what, when you've got a whole lot, why not can them? This is going to be a sweet and sour pickle. I call it a pickle, but it's actually a radish pickle. And what we put in here is, I'm going to put the recipe in the description below. But what's yummy about this is that it has honey in it instead of sugar. So what I put in here is apple cider vinegar. I put in regular distilled vinegar, salt, and honey. And I put onions on the bottom, and then as I water bath can them, you know, the onions will distribute themselves and they are delicious. And then what I'm doing here with the carrots is I'm going to make them like a dilly bean, but a dilly carrot. So I am going to go ahead and put a brine on there. Right now I've put some of our fresh garlic from our garden and some of our dill from our garden. These are not our carrots. Our carrots, we did not grow carrots, so these are just little fingerling carrots. You can do it with the big carrots so that it fills the entire jar, but you know what, when we have our gatherings we end up throwing this into a bowl anyway. We don't eat it out of the jar, so this works fine. So if you can get little mini carrots like this on sale, if you have not grown carrots this year, this is a great way to just make a yummy treat for the summer. So all you would do is put some peppercorns in here, a couple cloves of fresh garlic, and some sprigs of dill. And then what I have on the stove top, figure this out here. I put, okay, so there's vinegar, water, salt, and cloves of garlic, like I told you. So basically, this is just my brine of vinegar and salt. And so I'm going to fill this up. Don't need a whole lot, as you can tell. And these are so delicious. We make dilly beans as well. And as soon as the green beans start coming on, I will show you how we do those also. So there we go. And what you have to do with this is you're going to want to really press it down. With water bath canning, it's a little bit more forgiving than regular pressure canning. I pack these in there, and that's what you want to do. Is you want to pack them in real good, push them down, and see if there's room for a little bit more liquid. But look at that. They are just packed in there, and so the flavor of the dill and the garlic is just going to go down and permeate those carrots, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the rim. You can do this with vinegar if you want, but since I'm already working with vinegar, I'm just going to use a wet cloth. Make sure that you get all of that in there. I'm just going to go around the rim like that. I see a little sprig of dill that does not want to stay down. Push that down. There we go. And then you'll take your clean lid. I do not boil them. I used to years ago, but they say you don't have to anymore. And then finger tight. And then that's going to go in my water bath canner. And I'm going to can these up. It's very, very simple. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on some pickles as well. I love bread and butter pickles, but our family seems to like dill better, so I'm going to make some dill chips. Since we have all of this beautiful dill that I just got out of the garden, I'm going to go ahead and make dill chips, which is just basically slicing the chips instead of making spears. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then it's a lot of dill, and we put garlic in there as well, which just makes it so yummy. And I think I wiped that rim off. Get distracted. But anyway, I am bringing in my herbs. A friend of mine told me that the best time to harvest the herbs is right now, yesterday, today, and tomorrow by the full moon. She says, I'm still learning how that all works by picking your herbs when the moon is out. She's trying to explain it to me how I guess the moon comes in contact with the plant and it really starts to grow. So what I'm going to do with my dill is I do little bunches like this, and then I'm going to tie them with twine, and then my friend gave me a beautiful wreath, and I'm going to hang the herbs from the wreath all around it, and I'll show you how I do that when I'm finished. So what I did was I went ahead and harvested our mint, so I'm going to do bunches of mint and hang that to dry as well. And then I have oregano. The oregano has gone to flower, as you can tell, but that's okay. I'm going to take those off, and then I'm going to dry the oregano. And oh, if you could just smell the dill, the mint, and the oregano, it smells so good in here. But I'm going to go ahead and make bunches, and I'm going to hang them on my wreath, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done with it. Okay guys, it came out of the hot water bath canner and they are done. I want to just dig in, but I know I better not. Look at this, guys. Yummy dilly, carrots, and sweet and sour radishes. And they have onions in there. So simple. What a wonderful way to preserve the harvest. If you have some of these coming on, this is a great way to change it up a little bit. Sometimes we can get bored with the same old, you know, cooked carrots or, you know, whatever, but this is just a fun snack if you have gatherings like we do. It's fun to just pull these out and have that with our meal. But also I wanted to share with you how I have started drying my herbs. A friend of mine blessed me with this lovely wreath, and I thought, how can I utilize that? Well, my herbs are coming on and it was time to harvest them. So what did I do? I decided to use this lovely wreath as my herb drying rack. This is peppermint, this is dill, and here we have oregano. And on the other two sides, I am going to be putting lemon balm and basil. I may need a wreath for my basil alone. I have so much basil. But I'm going to go ahead and hang that on the other two sides. If you could smell this, guys, it is simply over the top. It is so amazingly smelling, so fragrant. And so I will just probably have Jean hang a hook up there, and I will hang that up there for, you know, however many weeks it requires, and I will probably continue to do that as the peppermint and lemon balm and stuff continue to come on. But guys, these wreaths are inexpensive. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, garage sales, wherever. And this is such a wonderful way to hang your herbs. It is so cute. But anyway, I'm just going to hang that back over here. I just wanted to share that with you because I thought this is the best way ever to dry your herbs. I've seen people tack them to the wall, which works as well, but this is so simple because they're out of the way. They won't get into anything. I'm going to hang it probably there or in the dining room, and I'll be reminded that I need to keep watch over my herbs. But anyway, guys, I also wanted to share a couple other things with you. If you're wondering what you should do with your dill flowers, the best way to preserve those so that you can save all the seeds is to stick them in a brown paper bag like this. You just put them in the brown paper bag, and I will just lightly close it up, and I will just put dill on there and keep it in the pantry, and that way I can be assured that I will have seed for next year. A lot of times The dill will reseed itself, which is great, but what more than to have even more, what a wonderful thing to have even more dill seed, because we love dill in different dips. We love it with our fish. We will just make a yogurt dill dip that we eat with our crackers, our veggies. It is so good and so good for you. And then I also wanted to share what we do with the oregano flowers. The oregano flowers that you get off of your oregano when they start, bolting. You want to save those flowers. You can infuse it with champagne oil, but we decided to put it in some raw honey, and I just went ahead and stirred it all up so that they are all coated. And so then I'm going to let that sit for quite a while. Honey never goes bad, so it can sit for a very long time. And oregano is so good for colds and flus, and it's antimicrobial, it's good for athlete's foot, it's good for so many things. And very, very strong. It really does work. So since cold and flu season will be coming upon us, I think that this is a good way to just preserve the flowers and just put a little bit in your tea, drink it down, and boy, you will reap the benefits. It is so good for you. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share a little bit of what we are doing here on the homestead. We did get a squash. We have a few coming on a row cover. All the others were annihilated by the cucumber beetles, but we are getting some of the crookneck squash, which we are just so excited about. We're hoping and praying we might get some cucumbers, but not quite sure. But anyway, guys, if you have carrots growing in the garden, or if you see carrots on sale, this is a fun way to preserve them. If you have lots of radishes coming on, this is again a yummy way to switch it up a little bit. We love radishes in our salad, but it's fun to have a pickled radish. There's nothing like it. But anyway, guys, I hope that you are all doing well. I hope that you will give some of these things a try. Try hanging your herbs that way. Again, if you have not subscribed, because I know a lot of you haven't, please subscribe. Join us on our journey, and if you feel so inclined as to watch our videos, we would love that. We are just 1,000 hours away from our 4,000 watch hours, and would love to reach that goal. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, and ring that bell. You'll be notified when we have another video. Until next time, guys, God bless you.